Hello, good morning, and welcome to so many Americans that have looked at my last video. I appreciate your viewing efforts and also many of the comments. But today I'd like to comment on what I would really describe as the know-it-all kind of American. And I say American, I am picking on you guys, the ones that are very negative. And of course, you get them in every country. But given, as I say, a lot of you are Americans, and some of you might like to admit that you do tend to think you know everything. Well, I'm afraid it's not good when you pick on your own kind, in a way, because there are a few out there that sit there in their little ivory towers, suggesting that we should do what Thailand does here in the Philippines, and that is make the bar higher. In other words, let's get rid of the people who have worked hard in the workplace, the blue-collar workers, the labourers, the hard-working Americans and English and Australians and from any other country who, dare I say, only get a state pension. Not everybody has the opportunity to join the armed forces in America and, yes, be the world's policeman. But it was your choice to join the services. Now, you might have to say, was it because you felt a patriotic reason to join? Or was it maybe your family were in the army or the forces? Great, I have no problem with that. But remember, when you come out damaged, you also come out with a very hefty amount of money as compensation for that offer to add service to your family and your country. And you're not in the same league as those that are on what you call SS or Social Security payments. Of course, when you're in America or in Australia, you can get housing assistance, you can get electricity assistance, all that sort of thing happens in most countries in the West. But to suggest that you now think that the Philippines should get away with the extended tourist visa, which is one of the main reasons why foreigners from all parts of the world come here to the Philippines. It enables you to renew it every 2 months or 6 months, up to a period of 3 years, which is not offered by other countries. Originally, there were much more freer access to Thailand and places like that, but they've closed their doors. Why? Because they want the Filipino and the Australians and the English. They don't want them anymore. They want the rich. Yes, you know, the ones, the big shots on a pension from Australia. No, from America. Because America pays a massive amount of pension over above Social Security. And those in the minority, that's you guys, with your $5,000 and $6,000 and $7,000 a month. Of course you can live like a king here in the Philippines. You can fly back and forth. You can do all sorts of things that the average retiree cannot even contemplate doing. They will come with what savings they have, $50,000, $100,000, that they come with when they come with their pension here from Australia, England, or New Zealand, or some parts of Europe. We're not as fortunate to be given, and I say given, the golden watch that you get when you retire from the military. The military also has a privileged opportunity to live here in the Philippines. I say privileged because for the likes of myself, if I wish to stay here permanently, I have two options. One is I have to marry a Filipina, or I have to put $10,000 into an account here for the Philippines government to hold, unless I want to buy a condominium, which is a downward step because it's money down the drain. If you buy a condominium, you buy a building that you don't know how well it's been built, and also you buy a continuous stream of maintenance that you have no control over. So it's not a good investment. And yes, you can lease money, but you can't, lease land from a Filipino to build a home on. But remember, you can't lease it from a family friend. So therefore it has to be from a complete stranger. And therefore you are also paying a lot of money for that lease. Nothing is for nothing. So guys, get off your horse and come down and join the people, the real people who come here to the Philippines to retire. Not the ones that come over for a holiday to enjoy the women and leave them heartbroken when they go back, once they've spent their holiday period, 2-3 months here, and promise them the world. But deal with the reality of life. Guys, burst your bubble. Start to realize that people come to these countries like the Philippines to have a genuine retirement, and they do it in droves, because $2,000 American is enough to live here relatively easily, and you can, if you're careful, save. And stop telling us that we can't have a good life in terms of food and options available to us if we don't earn $5,000 or $7,000 per month. You know, you guys sometimes are just dreamers, and the ones that follow me and have supported this channel know that what I'm saying is true. So, and where do I get my information from? Boots on the ground. Remember, you guys, the ones that sit in your little armchairs under your mother's house with your every need catered for by your dear mother. Just remember, we are here on the ground doing the hard yard, and we're living a good life, but we're being careful with our money. So to all of those guys out there that support the channel, who are being realistic, I congratulate you at coming here, and I hope you have a great time and that you meet the right person. But those that dream away at coming here and spending $5,000 to $7,000 a month, they are just plain dreamers. And if they aren't, they're very, very lucky that they should remind themselves they're part of maybe 1% of the whole group of expats here that have that kind of money to spend, to waste, to enjoy their time here in the Philippines. I hope that hasn't sparked too much anger. Thumbs up, please. Don't forget to subscribe. And you have a nice day on your $7,000 a month. Bye now.